I was born and raised in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, I attended Susquehanna Township High School, where I studied business management and accounting. I've always considered myself to have a strong work ethic, passionate, charismatic, goal-oriented, with a clear vision of what I wanted to do. As soon as I was old enough to work, I entered the job force. I started working at Chuck E. Cheese as the mascot and game room attendant, where customer service was my specialty. After that, I went to work for Fishbone, a local skateboard shop, where I started as a sales professional and moved up to assistant manager within 1 year. During that time, I met lots of different business associates, different vendors, ordered new products, maintained shrink levels, and drove profits. After hosting and performing at a local talent show, I realized, despite my love for business, I also had another calling. I wanted to be an actor. At that time, I went to pursue my associate's degree in performing arts at the Harrisburg Area Community College. I worked for Wise Market at the time while I was going to school. I started as a frozen food lead, moved up to a dairy lead, was then moved to the meat department where I was certified and trained as a meat specialist, and then asked to join upper management. I realized that I needed to earn more income, so I decided to go back to school to obtain my bachelor's degree. And that's where I'm currently at. I'm a senior at Temple University, majoring in theater with a minor in business. I plan to take what I've learned in my business skills and my acting skills to LA after I graduate, and hopefully can build a successful career path for myself. Throughout my life, I've always considered myself a self-starter with an entrepreneurial spirit. I've loved watching an idea that I created come to life. One of my greatest accomplishments was when a business partner and I took our band The Gorgonites, an acoustic duo, from the attic to open mics to the local music scene. At that time, it was pretty easy to just plug in and play anywhere we wanted to. We met many different local bands, bar managers, bar owners, promoters, recording producers, and many other people involved in the music industry. As we continued to play, we grew a fan base and started gaining lots of local buzz. At that time, we knew that we had to provide our fans with something. So we took $6,000 of our own money, produced 2 full-length albums, a music video, and merchandise such as t-shirts, pins, stickers, and DVDs. Not to mention iTunes distribution and other recording costs. We had our CD release party, the Campfire Core CD release party, at the Dragonfly, one of the biggest local clubs in Harrisburg. And I'm proud to say that we sold that show out and sold over 500 CDs that night and were able to make back all $6,000 in one show. That was a great accomplishment for us because we knew we were successful. Not only did we make our money back, but that year we were voted Best New Band and Best Acoustic Duo in the area. I have the trophies to prove it. In class, I discovered how important vision, values, ethics, and self-awareness are to becoming a successful business leader. I also discovered that effective communication and efficient communication are the building blocks to becoming a successful transformational leader. I used idealized influence, intellectual stimulation, individualized consideration, and inspirational motivation to bring a team of 16 multicultural actors together to have one of the most successful seasons in over 20 years in the zone lockdown at Terror Behind the Walls at Eastern State Penitentiary. I was always the first to be on an individual level with their emotions when they needed off. If they had an emergency, any family issues, I was always there for them. I also created incentive programs such as Sergeant Renegade's top 3 picks. If you were so good that evening at scaring and you were in the top 3, you would get an award. I also created improv games that would better the productivity and build company morale, such as MDK. A game where a person would pick an object that they wanted to murder an inmate with, and then they would use that object, and then the inmate would act like they were dying. It really was a successful game that made everybody a part of the team, and everybody had a great time. Another very important thing that I got from this class was the importance of the Wall Street Journal. It helped me to beef up my vocabulary in business and keep me in the know of what was going on in all the companies that I was interested in. Recently, I read an article about a man in Chicago who was an artist, sculptor, and performer who during the recession had bought up all of these dilapidated houses and turned them into different art galleries. In doing that, he created jobs and brought traffic to an area where many people weren't seen very often. These stories are very inspirational and help me succeed in the business world and beyond. Thank you for having me today.